Hello, I'm back at the airport, ready for another year of flying. This is my very first international flight for 2019, and it's going to be a nice one. I'm at Sydney Airport and I'm about to jump on board Etihad's A380 from here through to Abu Dhabi, and then I'm continuing on to Cairo. I'm looking forward to this one. Last time I was on the Etihad A380, it was in first class, in their first class apartments. That was fantastic. If you haven't seen that video, the link is in the description below. This time I'm taking it down one step. I'm flying business class, so still very nice and very luxurious. Join me, we'll do it together, and we'll see what Etihad's business class is like in 2019. Let's go.
As part of its ongoing cost-cutting program, Etihad outsourced most of its lounges, including the one here in Sydney, which is now run by a private operator. Etihad and Virgin are the primary users. Entry is free for business class passengers, however economy class passengers can pay for entry. I never saw what it was like when Etihad operated, so I can't compare. All I can say is that this was an excellent lounge with great food, great staff and a full bar.
Espresso martinis are always a great idea. Cheers. I think this is going to keep me awake during the flight. Let me get some work up. It should be good. Really nice lounge. The food in the restaurant was fantastic, and the bar staff and everybody is really, really good. So I highly recommend this one, the house at Sydney Airport. It's time to fly. Let's go. Thank you. Bye-bye. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. Looking forward to this one.
23H. So, ready? Yes. Stay to the lobby, then you turn left. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
Good evening. Good evening. How are you?
Good, how are you today, sir?
Yeah, good. Looking forward to this one.
Going to service?
Thank you.
Ed Hampton.
Welcome aboard. This really is the only way to start a flight. Cheers. Here's to a great flight.
The business class cabin takes up most of the upper deck of the A380. It is laid out in a 1-2-1 configuration. The use of space is very clever, with the seats being both staggered and facing away from each other. This means about half of the passengers travel backwards. What I really like about this design is that it creates a lot of privacy, so you rarely see or make eye contact with your fellow passengers. This is also helped by the high seat walls. The backward-facing seats are those with the easiest access to the aisle, whilst the forward-facing seats are those closest to the window and the seats designed for couples in the middle. Personally, I don't mind flying backwards. Other than takeoff and landing, you really don't feel any difference. On this flight, I was seated in 23H, one of the backward-facing aisle seats. I really like these seat pods. They are well designed and offer a good balance between comfort, space and privacy. Let's start with comfort. Here I thought they were pretty good. That is, they're not the best nor the worst seats in the sky. As you can see, the seats themselves are flat rather than being an armchair or bucket seat that you snuggle into. That said, the seats offer a good level of support and I found them comfortable. Note though that these seats only have an armrest on one side. A conveniently placed control panel allows you to easily adjust all aspects of the seats, including recline, seat position and seat firmness. These seats also come equipped with a basic gentle massage function. The storage spaces are also well designed. Next to you is the main storage compartment, and within this there are convenient places to store your mobile and amenities kit. There is a spot for your water bottle that allows easy access during the night and space for your shoes under the ottoman. The seats on the side also have extra storage space under the windows. Etihad's business class cabin has a warm, relaxed feel with subdued lighting. This continues through to the seating pods with the lights giving a warm glow. The various lights can be controlled individually or through the central control panel. The tray table is strong and sturdy. This, combined with the large space next to you, make these seats ideal if you want to get some work done. In terms of charging options, there are two USB ports next to the remote and a well-hidden universal power point right next to the base of the seat. One of the strong features of these seats is their privacy, even in the aisle seats. As mentioned before, this is achieved through the cabin design, the high seat walls, and for the aisle seats, the addition of an adjustable privacy divider. On my flight back into Australia a few days later, I was seated in seat 8A, which was a forward-facing window seat. This seat is located right at the front of the business class cabin, adjacent to the lounge, and is probably the best seat in the entire cabin for privacy. This is because very few people use the lounge and the bathrooms are at the back, so you rarely have anybody walking past your seat. And because this is a window seat, I got some great views of the massive A380 wings and engines. One thing I would like to point out, the seat firmness is adjustable because these seats contain an inflatable cushion that fills up or deflates as you push the controls. This works well, unless it's broken, as was the case on my return flight. The crew did try to fix it, but to no avail, and as this was a full flight, I couldn't move seats and had to sit on a hard deflated seat the entire way. We fixed this by using a folded blanket and it was fine. However, if you do find something wrong with your seat, please report it to the crew so that they can put it on their report and it gets fixed. The maintenance and cleaning crew can't check every element of every seat between flights, so if nobody reports it, it never gets fixed. Once we were up in the air, it was time for a drink from the bar. I had an old favourite, gin and tonic, served with warm nuts of course. Rather than a bar in the A380 like Emirates and Qatar, Etihad boasts a lounge. It is located between the business and first class cabins and offers comfortable seating and live TV. Whilst it has a nice relaxed feel, it doesn't have the same social atmosphere of the Emirates or Qatar bar. So on this flight, I was drinking on my own. Etihad offers on-demand dining, meaning you can eat whenever you like. I love this concept as it's perfect for long-haul business travel across multiple time zones. After my gin and tonic, I had dinner. The full menus and drinks list is shown at the end of this video. I started with the Arabic messe. It was delicious and I must say that Etihad's meal presentation is first class. Their attention to detail is amazing. For dinner, I went with a healthy option, barramundi and veggies, which was equally good. To finish, I had the bread and butter pudding and caramel flavoured ice cream. Both were as good as they looked. Etihad's amenities kit is by Aqua de Palma. It's a beautiful looking kit and it's stocked with the usual suspects. But what I really liked is that the leather wallet is designed to turn into a basket to keep all your stuff together on the bathroom sink. Very handy. Sadly, as part of their cost-cutting program, Etihad has stopped doing in-flight pyjamas. They no longer provide them. Luckily though, I've bought my own. Have a look at this. All I can say is if wearing Lufthansa first-class pyjamas on an Etihad flight is wrong, I don't want to be right. And Etihad management, if you're listening, I think it might be time to reintroduce the pyjamas. So bring back those PJs. I was pretty keen on getting some sleep on this flight, so straight after dinner, I converted my seat into a bed. Sadly, the mattress covers for the seat that Etihad used to provide have also gone the way of cost cutting. Luckily though, the blankets are still thick and fluffy. I slept for 6 hours. The bed was pretty comfortable. It's 185 centimetres long with good width at the shoulders. My only complaint is that, like many airline beds, it gets very narrow at the foot end. It's a bit difficult to see on the video. Please note though that the window seats do have a little bit more footroom. When I awoke, I revisited the menu and instead of breakfast, I went with the best steak sandwich I've ever had, together with a mug of Earl Grey tea. I love this dining on demand system. I thought the Etihad entertainment system was really good. The system settings and the route map in particular were comprehensive and easy to use. There were lots of choices for movies and TV shows, as well as live TV available. This aircraft was also Wi-Fi enabled. Charging was by the amount of data used rather than by time, which made it rather expensive. And it also proved to be patchy at times. Noise cancelling headphones were provided, but the quality was really poor, with lots of crackling noises, so I used my own. This was an issue on both of my Etihad A380 flights. Before landing, I ordered an espresso. Overall, this was an excellent flight. I thought the crew were really good, friendly, engaging and eager to please. The dining was spot on and the seat was excellent. Now if only they could bring back the PJs and the mattress seat covers.
So that was a great flight. Now a few hours here and a quick shower in the lounge and then on to Cairo. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you haven't done so, please check out my channel where you'll find a whole lot of other reviews in both economy, business and first class, and lots more on the way. In the meantime, as always, happy travels.